In this video, we're going to talk about the repeat pattern feature. Repeat pattern is a fast and easy way for moving multiple patterns onto your screen. The first thing that you want to do is have your pattern selected in the Project tab. Once your pattern is selected, come to the top of your screen and left-click on Repeat Patterns. When you left-click on Repeat Patterns, Creative Studio will ask you to click a point using the head or the mouse. This point is going to originate from the point type that you have set in the side of your screen. If you have it set on upper left-hand corner, you would want to click the upper left-hand corner of either your block, your edge-to-edge quilt, or your CAD screen boundary. Once the point is clicked, you will see one repeat of the pattern appear on the screen. Once the repeat appears on the screen, you can see here that the setup box is open to endless possibilities of changes that can be made. If you know the total width of your boundary and the total height, for instance, saying we're doing an edge to edge, let's say the total width is going to be 55, and I can say that the total height is going to be 60. Creative Studio is going to input those measurements in right here onto the screen. Now, as you can see, I have a little lock right here in my set total size. With this lock, it is locking my measurements in at whatever changes I make. So if I want to add more repeats, it will add them within those measurements. If I want to add more rows, it will do the same thing within those measurements. If I click the lock in repeats and rows, it will disregard the measurements and just add the number of repeats and rows of my choice. Another nice thing about the repeat pattern feature is that the changes are dynamic. And what I mean by that is that I have multiple patterns also over here in my project tab. I can say, you know what, I don't know if this crayons one is going to be the one that I like on the quilt. So I can left click on another one of these patterns, and they will move into my repeat patterns, and they will keep the same measurements and height. Now I might have to come in and play with the spacing, or if I want to add more repeats and rows, I can still do that, but I can dynamically change these patterns just by clicking throughout the patterns that I have in my project tab. If I decide that I want to go back to the original pattern, I just left click on that original pattern and come back in to click the original repeats and rows that I had earlier. Once I have made all the changes that I would like to make, I can click OK to save the settings. I can click again to replicate what I have, or cancel to get out of the function.